Surprise! Do you notice anything different? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi guys, this is my channel Braun and thank you so much for watching this video. So in today's video guys, I did this makeup look, and to be very frank, this look I feel took me such a long time to do, but it was completely worth it, I feel, because I really like how this turned out. I attempted to do a wing liner, guys. Can you believe it? I did a winged eyeliner. I never do wing liner. If you watch my videos from the very beginning, you know that one of my greatest pet peeves is actually doing a winged liner, because I think I suck at it. I think it's too much of work, and I think I don't know, I was just always scared of it. So yeah, I never really attempted to do it, but today finally I was like, okay, we are gonna do it. I didn't plan to do this, guys, trust me, I did not plan to do it. Once I did my eyeshadow look, I was like, okay, maybe I'll try out a winged liner today. Of course, that's not perfect, guys. These two do not match for sure. Even this is a little bit crooked, but I'm glad that at least I gave it a try in today's video. So I hope you support that, and don't be negative, okay? Don't be negative, be supportive. So this is the look that I did today. I used the Morphe Brushes 3502 eyeshadow palette, and I also used Mikasa Beauty brushes, guys. So I'm really happy, guys, because Mikasa Beauty brushes, I did review those brushes in my previous video, and I did really like those brushes. So now I am in the affiliate program with Mikasa Beauty, and if you want to try out their brushes, please make sure to use my discount code. I will link it somewhere here. Please make sure to use my code, and you'll save some bucks. I mean, who doesn't like discount? I don't think there's anybody in this world who doesn't like discount. So if you would like to support me, please use my discount code. I will mention it in the description bar down below, as well as somewhere in this video as well. So yeah, there's that. So I think I've rambled on enough, so without wasting any further time, let's get into the video. So yeah guys, my eyes are already prepped. I use my concealer as always to prep my eyelids, and I also set it with some loose powder. I use the Makeup Revolution luxury powder in banana to set them. So everything else is done, guys. The reason that I did not want to do a full face routine in today's video is because honestly you have seen it a lot of times, and also honestly nothing much has changed. So that's the reason that I did not do my full face routine, and I wanted today's videos to be focused on mainly on the eye look. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So in today's videos, again, I'm gonna use the Morphe 3502 palette, guys. I've been loving this palette so much, and for the longest time, I know I was just using the Jaclyn Hill palette. So I was like, okay, let's try this palette for more. Let's try to do more looks using this eyeshadow palette. And honestly, I think you can do many looks using this eyeshadow palette. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this eyeshadow palette. This is what it looks like. I absolutely love this eyeshadow palette, guys. The colors are so vibrant and so attractive, and the matte shades are to die for. And I've already set my eyes, so I'm directly going to go with the transition shades, and these are the two transition shades that I'm gonna use. In this eyeshadow palette particularly, I feel these two eyeshadows work perfectly as transition for me. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take it up on a fluffy brush like this, and just do back and forth into those two eyeshadows. I like mixing eyeshadows a lot, guys. I like to use a eyeshadow palette for multiple purposes, one, and I also like mixing eyeshadows, because I think it makes a world of difference, and you can get as creative, as innovative as you want. So I'm just gonna come a little bit near. So yeah, so basically I'm just gonna put that all over my crease. This is a very pigmented eyeshadow palette, guys. So basically I'm being as messy as possible with this particular transition that I'm doing, guys. I'm basically putting it end to end everywhere, just like that. I know it looks very messy right now, but don't worry, when everything is done, guys, it'll come out really good, trust me. Yeah guys, once I've laid down the transition shade, I'm gonna move on to the next shade. Also guys, in this look, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a lot of eyeshadows. One, because I do feel that when you lay on eyeshadow and eyeshadow and eyeshadow, the blending, when you go and blend all of those together, it looks really flattering and it looks really good. Because sometimes what happens is when you're doing a smoky look or even a simple look for that matter, and you're using a very less number of not for simple looks, but yeah, if you're going for a smoky look, for a glam look, and you're using very less number of shades to get a smoky look, so let's assume just that you're just using like maybe 2 or 3 shades to get a smoked out look, it will still look good, trust me. But sometimes what happens is when you go back and blend them out, and when everything is done and you look at your eye look in the mirror, you'll see certain gaps in your eyeshadow look, certain emptiness on your eyeshadow look. So what I like to do is I like to use a lot of, I know it seems like a lot of work, but I do also feel that the result is really good and it's worth it using so many eyeshadows. So in today's look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a lot of eyeshadows. One, I'm gonna lay on layer of different eyeshadows, and I'm gonna blend all of those together, and I think the end result will look really good. So that's what I'm gonna do. So next I'm gonna pick up this shade right here. It looks more like this is definitely a brown, but it also looks like kind of mustardy. So yeah, I'm gonna pick up this shade right here, and I'm picking that up on my Mikasa E300 brush. Also guys, since if you have been watching my videos from the very beginning, I am somebody who doesn't just stick to certain brand while using makeup brushes, so or any other makeup products. In fact, especially in makeup brushes, I'm somebody who believes that as long as it works for you, you really shouldn't care about what brand it comes from. So for the longest time possible, I used the Amazon brushes. So these are basically the makeup brushes that you find on Amazon. So I basically used those brushes for a really long time, and it still works perfectly fine for me. And then I bought some Morphe brushes, which were also very good, and Mikasa brushes are the brushes that I reviewed in my last video, and these are the brushes that I tried out recently. And guys, I have been loving this brushes. The quality, the way that these brushes blend out my eyeshadows is like simply amazing. Also, they have this Technique brushes, guys, from Mikasa Beauty, and I use this brush to blend out my foundation and my concealer, and I absolutely love these brushes as well. I have never used a foundation brush as dense as this Technique brushes from Mikasa Beauty. So I reviewed all of this in my previous video. If you're interested, I'll link it down below. Also, because I love these brushes so much, I decided to join the affiliate program with Mikasa Beauty. So if you guys are interested, and if you guys want to try out these particular makeup brushes, make sure to use my code. I'll mention it somewhere in this video, I'll just mention in this video or in the description bar down below, and you can use that code to get some, you know, some money off, some discount. I mean, who doesn't love discount? So I'll link that down below for you guys so that you can go and check it out. So coming back, so I'm gonna use the Mikasa E300 brush. It looks something like this. I'm going to go into that shade and lay it almost on top of the transition shade actually. So yeah. I don't know what kind of look I'm going for yet. I mean, I have a certain look in my mind, but I don't know how that will turn out. So yeah, we'll just see. Once I've laid down the shade, guys, I'm gonna grab the Morphe blending brush, which looks something like this. This is my favorite blending brush, guys, to blend out my eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna blend these two shades out. Again, guys, this eyeshadow look or any look, if you're doing a smoky one, be sure to have a lot of patience, because you cannot do such things in a hurry, guys. For me, it's like you're achieving that perfect blend when your hand starts paining. When your hand starts cramping up while you're blending that eyeshadow, you know that you've blended it enough. So once I've blended that out, guys, we are going to move on to our next shade. I'm using the same Mikasa E300 brush, and I'm gonna take this shade right beside it. So I'm gonna take this shade right here, and I'm gonna put it on top of it. Down, so right there. This type of brush is really good to pack on the shade exactly where you want to, guys, I feel. So yeah. I'm not bringing this shade all the way in, guys. I'm bringing it about 3/4 in. Again, I'm going to go back into my Morphe brush and very slightly start to blend this. To use this shade right here. This shade right here, and I want to use this one and put it all over. This is like a reddish brown shade, guys, and I'm picking that up on my Mikasa E230 brush. This is what it looks like, guys. It's a very tiny brush, and I think this is meant for precise packing, and it packs the shade exactly in your crease. As I said, guys, this brush is very good to pack the shade exactly in your crease. So yeah, I mean, you can barely see the shade, guys, because we've laid down a lot of shades, but you can still see it, of course. I'm gonna carve out my eyelids using some concealer, and I want to use this shade right here, guys. This is a vibrant orange shade. Peachy orange shade, maybe not peachy, but I don't know how to describe colors, guys. It's like I'm almost like color blind. So yeah, I'm gonna use this shade. This is a very vibrant color, guys, and it looks something like this. So I wanted to use this shade in today's video. Actually, it's more like satin sort of a shade. This is not exactly a shimmer shade. So yeah, let's see how this works out. I've carved out my eyelids. I carved it out using this Morphe brush, guys. Just use any flat brush that you have and you'll be good to go. So I used that brush to carve out my eyelids. And now I'm gonna grab that shade that I showed you, that orange satin shade. I'm gonna put it all over. So yeah. Oh, that looks good, guys. That's a really vibrant color. Makeup is all about trying new things, guys. It is like, be as creative as you want with it. There is no wrong in makeup, I feel. You just do what suits you, and it's just right. I don't think there's anything wrong, any wrong way of doing makeup, and if somebody tells you there's a wrong way of doing makeup, then they're wrong. Yeah, guys, so once I've laid down that shade, because it is a satin shade and I want something shimmery on top of it, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this shade right here. This is almost like a bronze golden sort of shimmer shade, and I'm gonna take that shade and lay it on top of it. So I'm just grabbing it on another flat brush, and I'm gonna I'm just gonna spray it with some of my setting spray, and then I'm gonna lay that shade on top of that shade right there. Right there. It looks good. Once I've laid down that shade, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and intensify my outer corners. I want to give it more definition. I want to give my outer corners more definition, because I do feel that compared to the shade that we've laid on our inner corners, it looks slightly muted. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back into my Mikasa E300 brush, and I'm gonna slightly start to darken that outer corner. So next I'm going to take this shade right here, and I'm gonna put it over my outer corners. A pencil brush like this, and I'm gonna grab the black shade. Be very careful with that particular black shade, guys, if you're using this particular eyeshadow palette, because that black shade is fucking intense, not gonna lie. So I picked up very little amount, and I'm gonna focus this only on my outer corners, right there. Hi guys! Surprise! Do you notice anything different? I did a wing liner. Is it perfect? No. Do they match? No. But I gave it a try. Actually, so just kidding, guys. So anyways, guys, if you have known me for a while and you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that I never ever do a winged liner, because I suck at it and I cannot do it. I never claim to be a makeup artist or a makeup professional. So yeah, I have always sucked at doing a winged liner. As you can see, I still suck, but I gave it a try because one thing, my husband has been nagging me to do it, because he feels that I will be good at it and it will suit me and it will look good on me. And another reason that I wanted to do it was, I don't know, I was just in a mood for it. I was like, okay, I have been avoiding this for the longest time possible, so let's just go ahead and do it. So I applied my false lashes, guys. As usual, I applied my Demi Wispies from Ardell. So those are the false lashes that I have on me right now. So the lash glue is still drying a little bit, guys, so I thought meanwhile I'll just go ahead and finish up with my lower lash line. So I'm gonna take this Mikasa brush, guys. This is one of the brushes that came in the Technique brushes set. I think this type of brush is perfect to line your lower lash line and then blend it out with another shade. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take this shade right here and I'm gonna put it all over my lower lash line. I also got some eyeshadow on my nose. What I'm going to do is, I put some concealer on top of it. I'm just going to leave it there for a while. So as you can see, I've tight lined my lower lash line using that dark shade. Next, I'm going to pick up my lower lash line blending brush and I'm going to take this shade right here and I'm going to blend it onto my lower lash line. I've buffed out my lower lash line using that shade. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to take that bright orange shade that we put on our upper lash line and I'm going to put it onto my lower lash line as well, just in the inner corners. Forgot to mention that the eyeliner that I used today is from Maybelline, guys. It's Maybelline New York Line Refined Liner Express. So this is what it looks like, and just by the first impressions I can say, guys, I'm sorry guys if it's not focusing. I'm trying to fix my viewfinder. So yeah guys, this is the eyeliner that I used, and as of first impressions, guys, I could say that it worked really well. I did not have any problems as such. It looks something like this, and it was sharp enough to make a winged line. So yeah guys, I'm just gonna use my Essence Volume Stylist Lash Sensational mascara, and I am basically just gonna put it. Finally, we are done with the eyes, guys. I literally feel like it's been forever since I've started filming. It's 11 o'clock and I think I sat on to film this video around 9:30 or something. Oh my god, it just took a really long time today. But yeah, I like how the eye look turned out, guys. Now we are going to move on to our inner corner highlight and our brow bone highlight finally. So I'm going to take a Technique brush once again, guys, and it looks something like this. This is also from Mikasa, guys. This type of brush is just simply perfect to highlight your inner corners as well as your brow bone. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this shade right here. I think this is the only lightest highlighting shade in this eyeshadow palette. Yeah, so this is the only shade that you have to work with. And if you do not like this particular highlighting shade, then I think you should you can use any other highlighting shade that you have, or you can simply use your highlighter as your inner corner and brow bone highlight as well. So I'm picking it up on this brush and I'm going to highlight my inner corners, and I'm going to highlight my brow bone as well. It fits so perfectly in that gap, guys. It's the longest time I feel. So I'm going to use my I'm going to use my Smashbox XKC Home Highlighter. This is the Spotlight palette in gold, and they have another one which is called as Spotlight palette in pearl. So I can use that as well. So basically I'm just running my brush through all the shades. So yeah guys, once we've highlighted, and we are going to move on to our lips, guys. And for lips also, I want to do something bold, not red. I promise I'm not gonna do red. So yeah, I'm gonna take this Essence Matte Long Lasting Lip Gloss in the shade American Girl. So this is what it looks like. This is basically a dark brown long lasting lip gloss, guys. So yeah, I wanted to try on this. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and guys, this is the finished look. I also went in with the Essence Matte Lip Gloss in the shade The Big Chill, guys, because when I applied this shade, I did feel that it was way too dark for me. So I mixed these two and this is what I came out with. So this is the look, guys. I know this look is a little bit out there. This is definitely not an everyday kind of a look, but I really wanted to do something different, and I wanted I don't know, I just wanted to come out of my comfort zone today. So that's what I did. I did this winged liner. I'm shocked actually that I did this winged liner, and it turned out not so bad. I mean, it's not perfect for sure. These two definitely don't match, but I'm glad that at least today I was able to give it a try. So yeah, so there's that. So yeah guys, I hope you try out this look yourselves, or let me know if you have already done a look like this using the Morphe 3502 eyeshadow palette, and sound off in the comment section down below. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment down below what you thought of this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.